Alright, so, like I said, here's part 2. Like I said, I told Rookie about the studio that me and Ian had. I told Young Els about the studio that me and Ian had. I was telling so many people because at the time I was thinking, alright, we got the studio. Let me try to make some money from it. So that money can go into making CDs, buying the blank disc, buying the cases, and getting photo shoots, etc., etc. I was thinking that at the time, and so I call them through, and I'm recording my solo stuff, and the first person to come through was Young Els. And I'm talking to Els one night. He recording, I forget what mixtape he was recording for, but he was recording some songs. And afterwards, I'm chopping it up with him, like, yeah, what's going on? What's up? How you been? Etc. Etc. And we just got to talking about music that night. That one fateful night, we got to talk about music. And how it was it was the keyboard to the far left. It was the monitor, the computer, the monitor, and then the wall. That's how it was. It was just that one wide space. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm recording all this music, but I don't think it's going anywhere. And so he goes over to the keyboard, and he goes from the right set of keys to the left. And he's like, alright, here's where you are right now. Presses the key. And it's like, alright, to get to that next step, you gotta do da-da-da. To get to the next step, you gotta do da-da-da. And then get to the next step, like that. I'm like, man, this kid has it all figured out. And at the time, this is before I moved to Silver Spring. At the time, I was going back and forth to Silver Spring just to get out of Baltimore for a little bit, refresh myself, recharge my battery, all that good stuff. And as while I'm in Baltimore, right, I'm like, man, I'm starting to realize, like, I can't do this by myself. There's no physical possible way I can do this by myself. And so I'm like, alright, Anthony got a plan. Anthony got a group. That's more people to move the music. I don't care what kind of music it is. All I know is it needs to be moved. It needs to get out there, and people need to hear this stuff, because I feel like it's good music. I feel like it's okay music, So, spur of the moment, I grab up the phone. I call Anthony. I call Young Els. I say, yo, it sounds like you got a plan. And I don't know what the hell that plan is, but I want to be a part of it. And he was like, alright. And I didn't tell him, no, I did. I remember telling him this. After that night, when he was going through on the keyboards, like, yeah, these are the steps to success. After that, I was like, man, y'all want to be a part of Team Bloodwork, yo. I was like, what I gotta do to be a part of Team Bloodwork? What I got? And after that conversation, I came back to Baltimore a couple days later. Time go by. I come back to Baltimore, and we still talk about it some more. And I'm telling them how I wanted to be in Team Bloodwork, and he was like, alright, cool, you can be in the group. And to my knowledge, that was it. That was all I needed to be done. And so that's the beginning of how I got into Team Bloodwork. Alright.